assistant principal here at Sherman Elementary, and we have a great performance for you tonight. Our fourth grade musicians have been working very hard over the last several months, learning those great musical pieces, working hard, practicing at home, practicing at school, and we know they're going to knock your socks off tonight. A couple things that I want to talk about first. We would like to thank Mrs. Rubicki, Mr. Croston, Mrs. Pringle, Miss Shue, Mrs. Katie, Ms. Watts, and the Rush Henrietta Music Parents Association for all their support for our music program. Let's give them a round of applause. A couple more things before we begin our show. We are encouraging everyone to stay for the entire concert. Please make sure that all cell phones are silent and any electronic devices are also silent and put away. Please remain quietly seated during each song. If you must leave the concert during any performance, please try to do so during the intermissions between different songs when people are clapping, just so that it doesn't interrupt our concert. Also, please, no flash photography. At dismissal, at the conclusion of the concert, parents, you may pick your students up in the following areas. The orchestra will be in the room where the orchestra students are. This is all down in this hallway. Chorus will be in the chorus room only, and the band will be in the band room, okay? Thank you for your support, and we hope you enjoy the show.
And it is my pleasure to teach and direct the fourth grade orchestra at Sherman. They've done a fantastic job in a little bit of time, and we're so excited to perform for you this evening. The first 4 songs that we're going to play for you are folk songs. They're a little bit on the shorter side. The first one is called Hot Cross Buns. It's an English folk song. The second one, Au Clair de la Lune, is a French folk song. Our third one is called Kuma-san, which in your program you'll see means Mr. Bear. That's a Japanese folk song. And finally, Macho Relay, which is a Mexican folk song. I will be accompanying the orchestra at the piano, so please enjoy our folk songs. Our next piece is Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. It's a beautiful piece written by Mozart, and we're going to play this piece 3 times in a row, so hold your applause until the end. The first time you're going to hear the entire orchestra playing the melody, and then for the second time, half of the group is going to switch to the harmony part. And then the third time is a variation called Pepperoni Pizza. Please enjoy. Thank you everyone who helps us make these performances possible and help support our music program. Thank you parents for supporting your child's musical endeavors. It's a pleasure working with them. So our final piece is called Popcorn by Catherine Grissinger. This piece is played entirely pizzicato, which means plucking the strings. Even though this piece doesn't use the bow, it's our trickiest one because it uses all 8 notes of the D major scale, and it mixes them up and it challenges students to hop their fingers all over and in between. So without further ado, please enjoy Popcorn.
delightful to see them all the way across all of these risers. It's very nice to see them compact. I miss you. I am the chorus teacher for 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, and it is an absolute honor to be that person. I love getting up on Friday mornings to work with these kids. It is so exciting, and we get to be silly, and we get to work hard, and we get to learn how to actually look at the music instead of just sing back and forth, which is really nice to ask them questions and to know that I work in a place where they can answer these questions and it's being fed to them everywhere and it's connected. So that is an absolutely beautiful thing. Our first piece for you is called Wintertide, and then we will perform Haida and a piece called Winter Fantasy. We're into the winter.
The sun is shining, the sky is blue.
when we rehearsed today and we really came together at that piece of music. It helps a lot when the students practice with the Google Classroom. Thank you so much for supporting your children and asking them to do that and helping them maybe learning the songs with them. They'll be happy to teach them to you. There'll be brand new ones popping up in there very soon for our next performance. We're going to end it out with Winter Fantasy. But before we do that, I'd just like to say thank you to Ms. Katie and Ms. Doyle. Ms. Doyle is our teacher's assistant extraordinaire. Ms. Katie is our accompanist. We love Ms. Katie. We really love her. I'd lose my head if I didn't have Ms. Doyle to help me put out the boulders and give the kids the music and make sure that they have all their questions answered on the side, because there are a lot of questions from fourth graders. So we're going to end with Winter Fantasy. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you to my amazing staff that I work with.
Snowflakes fall. My name is Jill Pringle, and I get the immense pleasure every Tuesday morning of working with these gems of children that you belong to. Thank you for all of your support through the squeaks and squawks of October and November and December. But as you can see, we've gotten past that, so thank you. That was called 3-Note March. I put a little arrangement together so it sounds like a march, which is a typical band tune, and each piece only uses 3 notes. So we have hot cross buns, cold cross buns, Mary Had Little Lamb, and Au Clair de Lune. The next part of our portion is going to have feature tunes for each section of instruments. So we're going to hear Linus and Lucy from the woodwinds, and then we're going to hear Let's Go Brass from the brass section, and then the percussion section will wow you with We Will Rock You. Enjoy!
Right on the table.
having fun. So that is a huge part of what we do. And as you can tell, they've also progressed a ton with their musical abilities, and a lot of that is just due to this group are practicers. You can tell they practice, they play their instruments at home, and they're just wowing me every week. A couple quick things I want to thank. You'll notice some older looking fourth graders in the back of the percussion section. They just can't get past fourth grade. Mr. Croston teaches fifth grade band and orchestra at Sherman. Thank you, Mr. Croston. Shocker, he's a percussion major. And we have a sixth grader, Katriel Posha, who I invited and joined us to help out on the bass drum. I also want to thank the rest of my music colleagues, Mrs. Engard, Mrs. Rubicki, and Ms. Shu. I wake up every morning and go to a great place to work, along with Mr. Hathaway and Mr. Passero. And we have a paraprofessional that helps us every morning in band, Ms. Lewandowski. So our next treat for you is a quote-unquote real band music. That was real, of course, you've heard wonderful things. But this is a whole page of music. You might have heard them complaining about it for a little while, but I think they've grown to love it. It's an arrangement of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, the Ode to Joy melody. You're going to hear some of them play it, and then it passes to another section, so they have to listen to each other and count out rests, and it just takes the musical knowledge level one step higher. Thank you again for all of your support. Band keeps going till the end of the year, so I'll see them on Tuesday morning. Some of them I'll see tomorrow in lessons. So thanks again. Here's Beethoven's Ninth. We'll get the bow for you in the spring concert. We'll have that already. Thanks again. And dismissal, the band kids will be in the band room. It's all in this hallway. Band, orchestra, chorus. Have a wonderful evening. Hope you enjoy the show.